Hello everyone, today my topic is Tsarinograd event in 1979 and the December 1986 uprising in Almaty and comparative analysis. And I will start with introduction. Today I will talk about two important historical events of the Soviet period in Kazakhstan, the Tsarinograd event of 1979 and the December uprising of 1986 in Almaty. These events reflect the awakening of the Kazakh national consciousness and the people's desire for independence and justice. The Tsarinograd event in 1979. In June 1979, a mass protest broke out in the city of Tsarinograd, it's now Astana. The reason was the Soviet government's decision to create a German autonomous region in northern Kazakhstan. This decision angered many Kazakhs who believed that such autonomy would weaken their position in their homeland. Thousands of students and young workers took to the streets with peaceful slogans such as "No to German autonomy" and "Kazakhstan is united and indivisible." Also, the protest was peaceful. The authorities viewed it as a threat. However, due to the determination of the people, the plan for a German autonomy was cancelled. The Tsarinograd event became the first mass civil protest in post-war Kazakhstan and demonstrated that the Kazakh people were ready to defend their national interests. The December uprising of 1986. 7 years later, in December 1986, a much larger protest erupted in Almaty. The reason was Moscow's sudden decision to dismiss Muhammad Kunayev, the first secretary of the Communist Party of Kazakhstan, and replace him with Gennady Kolbin, a man who had no connection to the republic. This appointment was seen as unfair and disrespectful to the Kazakh people. On December 17th, thousands of students and young people gathered on Brezhnev Square, it's now Republic Square, with slogans like "Every nation deserves its own leader" and "Freedom for Kazakhstan." For peaceful demonstration was brutally suppressed. The authorities used troops, batons, and water cannons. Many were beaten, arrested, or expelled from universities. Some participants, such as Lazat Asanova, became symbols of sacrifice and courage. The December uprising became a turning point in Kazakhstan's history. It showed that the Soviet system was collapsing and that Kazakh youth were ready to demand national independence. Comparison of the two events. Both events were reactions to unjust decisions by the Central Soviet government. However, there are differences. First is scale. The 1979 protest was local, while the 1986 uprising spread across the country. Second is character. The Tsarinograd protest was peaceful, while the December uprising ended with violence and repression. And consequences. After 1979, Moscow cancelled the autonomy project. After 1986, real political change began, leading to Kazakhstan's independence in 1991. And conclusion. The Tsarinograd event of 1979 was the beginning of Kazakhstan's national awakening, and the December uprising of 1986 was a turning point that led the country toward freedom. Both events remain symbols of courage, dignity, and the struggle for Kazakhstan's independence. And I will finish with my representation of this topic. Thanks all for the attention.